Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of Megbert's Musings. I'm Megbert, and I'm sorry I didn't do anything in the middle of the week. I've just been really busy. Um, so here's episode 3. Um, first things first, I got started recently, within the past 2 weeks, exercising. I joined a gym, and decided it would be in my best interest to do so. Helping out a friend, keeping her motivated as well. And I'm training for a race called the Spartan race. It's a lot of fun. If you finish, you get one of these. Pretty awesome. I'll never wear it, but I will probably hang it somewhere. So there's another one on March 26th that I'm gonna go do, and hopefully my friend will join me. DJ is a good guy, and I've been just trying to stay in shape and get ready for it in a couple months. It should be a lot of fun. And if you are running and have an Android device, which you should because it's awesome, Runkeeper, which I use all the time whenever I go running outside, is free. The Runkeeper, the Pro version of the app at least, is free this month instead of $4.99 or whatever they charge for it. I would suggest getting it because it's awesome. It keeps track of your progress, your GPS coordinates, etc. I love it. And looking forward to getting back outside and running, because right now I'm running on a treadmill. It's okay, it's just not the same at all. Next up was mentioned my whiteboard last week, which if you look up there, maybe, oh, there we go, there we go. Okay. That's my whiteboard. I don't know if you caught any of that, but I use it to keep track of things that I want, goals. If I need it or want it, put it on the whiteboard. That way, whenever I wake up or look at it, I can see what I'm working towards. It's a pretty cool idea, but I should probably have people kick my ass if I don't actually do it, push me to do it. Recently read something or saw a short TED talk about how if you talk about goals and people give you praise or for those goals, you get the same mental boost and in happiness and feeling a sense of accomplishment as if you actually did something towards the goal. So if you get your ass kicked or denounce your goal towards yourself, chances are you don't get the feeling, and then you actually work towards your goal. Otherwise, you're just a lazy bastard and you don't do anything. You're like, hey, I'm gonna do this, and everybody's like, hey, good for you, and then you're like, hey, I didn't actually do anything. Yeah, so you need to be, hey, don't tell anybody, because then, so I probably shouldn't have told anybody. Yeah, well, I'm still doing this, aren't I? Right? Yeah. Okay. Next up, a couple of movies that are coming out this year that I'm really excited for. One is being shown at Sundance. I don't know if Sundance already happened or not. It's called The Troll Hunter. Not internet trolls, not people faking arguments on the internet. Not at all. That wouldn't be really interesting. I might watch it, but I think that's probably already been covered elsewhere. It's about a group of Norwegian a group of 3 Norwegians that are on the hunt for these mysterious happenings that are out going on in the woods. Of course, Blair Witch style. But what they find are trolls, like actual fantasy style trolls. And CG looks really well done from the trailer. I'll post a link to it. It's probably definitely worth checking out. Yes, it's in Norwegian or whatever language that they speak of there, Nordish, something like that, and subtitled. So you have to read. You have to be able to read. I think most of you can handle that. And foreign films are usually the best anyways. That's kind of sad of me. Okay, next up is Suckerpunch, which I'll also put a trailer up. It's coming out in March. It's same guy who did 300, so ridiculously high contrast, vivid, colors, outlines, stuff like that. Looks really cool. It's cliche to say, but it's epic looking, at least from the trailer. It's got robots, giant samurais, fire-breathing dragons, um, all kinds of World War II army, World War II army-ish looking fighting scenes, kind of, and it's just really cool looking. So it could be total ass, but who knows? We'll see. Moving on, I'm gonna cook a new dish here soon that I've never tried before. I've been wanting to for a while. I have a decent reason to now, and so I'm gonna it'll be a test. We shall see if I can actually cook. I think I can. People say I can, but well, this will be a pretty good test. I'm going to make similar to something that Olive Garden has, which I really enjoyed a while back. Braised beef and tortellini, and then some kind of wine to go with it, which I don't really know. I found a website that said, quote, lusty, full-flavored red, quote, or unquote. I don't have any idea what the hell that means, but I can probably guess, and we'll figure it out, I guess, as I go. I'm going to use a tortellini recipe from Anthony Bourdain. That looks really good. I'm going to try and make my own. I made some ravioli a while back, stuffed with cheese and hamburger meat, which actually turned out pretty good for the thin ones. I had some thicker pieces in there that just tasted like uncooked ravioli, or uncooked noodle. And see if that works or not. Hopefully it will. Finally, for today, I am talking about what I'm reading, which is Don Quixote. I am about 317 pages in. I've only read like 17 pages so far this year, and I want to read 100 books, so I'm not doing a very good job. Maybe I'll read some tonight. This is the first book in the list of the 100 from a website called thegreatestbooks.org. It has an algorithm, the guy who wrote it set up to pull from a large number of newspapers and journals, greatest books of all time list. And he gives certain weight to the different books and then lists them. I probably should have started at book 100 and worked my way up, but whatever. I'll go from the best to the worst of the top 100 according to this list. I have, after this one, Ulysses by James Joyce, and then Lolita after that for the third book, which hopefully they go quicker. This has been pretty slow for me. I haven't really been able to get into it. And that sort of ties into website of the day. Camera's over here. Right there. Website of the day. Yes, still doesn't look like a website. It is a book website called rarebookroom.org. It is a repository of some really rare books. Has that have been scanned in PDF format, so you can easily read them there online, zoom into the pages. Has stuff from tons of different authors from throughout the from like the 1100s on up, and probably some even older than that. I think they list on the main site some a book done by Copernicus, some Galileo, some Darwin stuff, like all the great authors throughout the past 1,000 years. They have a bunch of stuff that you can read through for free, and has, of course, unless you read like Greek and Latin and some of those, you won't have any idea about what it's saying. But some of them have some awesome illustrations that are definitely worth checking out. And it's a very cool site to waste a couple hours on reading through some of those old books that maybe you'll never be able to see in person. And I spent, I think, like 4 or 5 hours the first time I found the website reading some random obscure book. It's pretty awesome. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Episode 3. Crooked finger there. Episode 3 of Megbert's Musings, and I'll catch you next time.